All right.
Woo!
That was a lot of work, boys.
Yeah.
That took a good 15 minutes to get this bad boy set up.
Yeah.
Woo,
Terrific.
baby. I love this couch, by the way. Jesus, look at this leg room here.
Oh, I
Little
love
onesies.
Yeah, we're all looking cutes in our onesies.
Oh, baby.
Nailed it.
Couple of cutie pies over here.
And we got one off to the side that we get to look at.
No, we have not been endorsed by Coors Light. This
Not
is not
yet.
my celebration.
Coors Light, look what we do for you.
But goddamn, if it doesn't look like it.
Company man right here. Company man. And this. Oh, Joe's got one too?
Oh, yeah.
Jackpot.
Bought both of these the same day.
And the paint color almost kind of matches Coors Light colors.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies
Sky
and gentlemen.
blue. Man.
Look at this. Oh, Joe, you still got some tape on that windows, baby.
Oh, yeah. Those are spots I got to touch up.
Ah, it's a good call. Good call. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us on a beautiful Saturday night. I got my boy Chris. We got the return of the one, the only, the coffee machine, Pat Lynch.
Pat.
Coffee machine.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Oh,
I've
coffee.
got marbles in my mouth today. Let me pass out Chris. Coors Lights, boys.
Oh, baby.
Chris didn't save this, but last night me and Chris went on a nice, beautiful date. And Chris got a Coors Light. And I knew today was going to be the day that we're going to have quite a few of these bad boys. So I saved it.
I went so hard into
You gotta
the paint
taste
last
it.
night. I am hungover right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god! I was up.
Jackpot!
I was up until 4.
Let's be-
Probably.
What?
What?
What? Where and why?
Drinking and dancing and.
Where were you?
drinking and dancing.
Who'd you go out with?
Rosemont, the work party.
Till when? Till 4?
That
place closes at like 3.
No, I probably. It
2-ish.
was probably like 2:00 when it ended. Got home by
3.
2:33.
Yeah.
And then just drank some water, and by the time I got into bed, it was 4.
God damn, my friend. Hey, well, cheers to that. This
Hey.
is since Wednesday. I've had one beer, at least one beer since Wednesday.
You're the hero we don't deserve, Peter.
Go ahead, Joe.
I was gonna say I had the fishbowl at Adobe Gila's, and I think that's what really set me over.
Did you drink it
Yeah.
all by yourself?
You
No,
think, Joe?
but,
You think the shitty alcohol, the
I
7,000 pounds of sugar?
I did not order it, but I did drink it because Mama
What a
didn't raise
guy.
no bitch.
Famous last words.
Mama didn't raise no bee.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so Wednesday, we went and got TBOX stuff.
Nice.
And, you're down in Wrigley. People are partying. Lauren's like, why don't we stop at Gunthers? Tremendous idea.
Terrific.
We go to Gunthers, have the 2 of the worst beers, 2 IPAs. One was like, can't wait for the weekend was the name of the beer. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. I can't wait for the weekend. Had it, dog shit. Had just dog shit. And then I had Leinenkugel, like they're sour. Not tremendous.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie to you boys. I woke up that morning, Tuesday. I had 2 beers. And I woke up on Thursday morning. And I was like, oh boy, it's going to be a long day.
Man,
Yeah,
trouble.
2 beers. You ever have that 2 beer? Like that was pretty
That's-
depressing.
Yeah.
Because you don't prep for a 2 beer night. You just
No.
go to bed. You have a couple glasses.
Yeah.
You have a glass of water. You don't prep for that.
Maybe it's a light meal day, so it
Yes, that was the issue.
That's what gets you.
So then Thursday night, take out Lauren's dad and brother for dinner.
How sweet.
He's
Decided,
a real mensch.
good guy here.
Yeah,
Decided-
that's what I said, mensch.
Got them dinner. I'm like, they come in a little late. I'm like, I'll get the beers, so they feel comfortable getting beers. The lady comes over. You guys want anything to drink? I got a cookie stout. Tremendous. It was unbelievable. It was like a cookie butter stout. It was really good. A tall, thick glass. They both think, I'll take a Sprite and a Coke. I was like, oh, okay. It's going to be me. Definitely going to be me today.
He's like, I like to party.
I liked about it. And I'm also like, they usually, when we do like family dinners on like Sunday, I'm hungover as shit. They're having beers. I'm like, nah.
They're like, it's Thursday, Peter. It's Thursday.
So then,
It's not Sunday. It's Thursday.
It's Thursday, Peter.
I'll give you guys my whole week. Why not? This is how the podcast.
What'd you do Monday and Tuesday? You want to
No, hold on.
go back
I'm
a
not
little
done
bit?
yet. So Thursday, and then also they have a Hawaiian Punch seltzer, and I'm like, I love Hawaiian Punch. They're not drinking. I might as well.
Didn't we try those on the podcast?
No, we did the Sunkiss.
Okay, sorry.
And Hawaiian Punch. So I go to lady, I'd like to try the Hawaiian Punch seltzer. It sounds great. She's like, okay, great. Goes back, opens one. I think she opened one because I don't know how she did it. Gave me a little taster. I'm like,
She's like, oh, Jackpot, this kid's an idiot. Asked for a taster. Now I get the rest of this Hawaiian Punch seltzer.
That's incredible.
Did you ask for the whole thing afterwards?
no. I was like, whatever. What are you doing here, lady? Also, it was shit. So I'm glad to say
She knew. She's like, this kid's an alcoholic. I'm gonna save him for himself.
Yeah, and then Friday night, Chris and me, nice beautiful date night. He got the Coors Light, and I got a golden amber ale. It was great.
Lauren Lauren ruined it by joining us.
I was supposed to go to bed. So we've been running hot since October with taxes, remodeling that shit apartment. Monday or Tuesday was the last day we had to work there. So I was like, and we still got home at like, I went to bed at 11 o'clock Tuesday. Went to bed at 11 o'clock Wednesday. Went to bed at o'clock Thursday at 11. So Friday, I'm like, I told Chris, I'm like, we're going to go get some food. And then I'm going to bed at 9 o'clock. Because Lauren was supposed to have like a family like get together. I was like, jackpot. She won't be here. I'll just go to bed. Thursday morning, she's like, hey, my cousin's canceled. And I was like, no. Sleep.
But I'm not canceling myself.
She's like, so what are we doing Friday? And I was like,
what's this?
I don't know what this weed thing is. Me and Chris are going to dinner,
and then we're going to sleep.
And separate beds, of course.
We had plans of eating chicken wings. We had plans of eating chicken wings over our sink and then going to bed.
Literally, we were going. So we didn't have any mess. We were going to order chicken wings. We were going to eat them over separate sinks. Not have to worry about any cleanup, and tiptoe to the bed, chanting.
Where were you going to find the separate sinks?
Well, no,
my apartment, his apartment.
We're gonna break up the.
You're
yeah.
separate.
Yeah, we would have.
I thought you were eating it together.
No.
Oh no! We had it all set.
No, we would have gone down to Wingstop.
Did you FaceTime yourself to get each other?
Yeah,
to
we would.
talk a little bit.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
maybe both have Alexa going on in the background playing a little color
You
music.
can play the same Nico Moon record in the background.
Yeah, there you go.
Or the Morgan Wallen.
Oh, I do have the Morgan Wallen. I've yet to open.
So feeling good. Actually, had a beer. Had the beer. Started feeling fine. Lauren wanted to go to another bar. I was like, I probably should not, but I would have went. We go back. We have a little bit of. She's got like an Advent calendar wine. Advent calendar. So we had a little bit of wine, and Morgan Wallen was playing. And Joe's like texting, like snapping me, like he's at Bub City, and I'm like, feels like I could do that right now. Really feels like I could do that.
Lauren T. She's like,
Sorry.
Me and Peter were at dinner, and she's like, we're like getting ready. We're like, oh yeah, we're going home. We're gonna go to bed. She's like, oh, none of you want to join me at PBR for a beer?
PRB
or PRB? And
I know.
Peter's
I do it. I do it all the time.
And Peter's like, and I'm like, hell no. And Peter's like, no. And then all of a sudden, like you could see the wheels. The wheels started turning. Lauren's like, oh, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna offer to go out for a beer. They're both gonna say no because they want to go to bed. And then all of a sudden, the wheels start turning. And Peter's like, yeah, let's go to a bar and get a beer. And I'm like, I'm not going. Lauren's like, this plan's really backfiring right now.
Where'd you go to dinner?
We went to Joe's, the new Joe's on Higgins. Quite nice, actually.
Is that a pizza
Looks
place?
It is like an Italian pizza place.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's like a small La Villa show.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
We so we went there, and I told Chris we're going ham tonight. We're gonna set the base, and we go in there, and like I convinced Lauren and Chris like we're gonna do all this stuff, and we thought it was like this big order, and the dude's like, that's not that bad, and they come out, they bring out all the food. Our table is completely covered in food. It's also they made this in a volcano. Everything was insanely hot. I took one little nibble of the pizza. My whole underlip on fire. I got a little bit of.
I'd rather that than the opposite.
You know what? That's very true. But also, then you're sitting there waiting. You're just like,
well, it just gives you the opportunity to drink another beer.
well, no, I only
I had one.
No,
that was it.
No, it had to be. You
You had to save yourself.
Unlike some people,
You can't be Danny Hamilton in the corner here.
We got
Joe
Danny
Keneally over
Listen,
here.
you can't taunt a Mister. You can't taunt a Hamilton, and then come in hurting.
Me and Brian had a couple cocktails last night.
That's nice. That's cute.
Oh,
How was dinner?
What'd you guys do?
Me and Brian, Katrina, and Grecia went to dinner at Bavette.
What is that, Bavette?
It's a steakhouse.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like a vodka.
Where's it? Kind of does.
Bavette.
Yeah.
It's right next to the Kinsey Chop House almost, and it's right by like where the old Crow and Moe's Cantina are down there, River North.
Okay, nice.
Very nice spot.
Beautiful night last night.
Yeah.
And then we went for one at Mrs. O'Leary's, whatever, something afterwards. We had a beer there.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty popular place to go and get a drink at.
The guy had a good line. He's like, we're looking at the menu. He's like, if it's something good, we don't got it. If you're looking for something good, we don't got it.
He got Coors Light. Yeah.
They did have Coors Light.
Yeah.
Pat, what? Joe, you did send Brian your address, right?
No,
I know. I sent it in the group chat. Yeah.
Brian sent it again to him.
This fucking dildo.
So it was Bub City. Was that the place that you guys did the work party, or where did you do, what was the work party like?
The work party was at we had like a happy hour. See, this is what happened. We had a happy hour that started at 4 in the office.
Nice.
And
Pre-game in the party. I like it.
Pre-game in the party. Yep.
That's a Peter McGraw move right there.
It definitely is.
Dinner or like the Christmas party at the location, which was Morton's in our building.
Ooh, very
there.
nice. Did you get a little steak action, Joe?
Oh, hell yeah. Got the center cut filet and green beans and some mashed potatoes. And so we were drinking at that.
That wasn't enough to hold. You must have drank a shit ton if that didn't hold you. That didn't hold you.
Oh, yeah.
What was it? What do you mean?
If he's hungover today, if he had a big ass steak and potatoes, and that's a hearty meal to hold some alcohol in.
Yeah, but Joe probably didn't eat prior to that.
That
so
was exactly
that's the
that was
issue.
my
You got
first
to
and only meal.
Danny, we'll teach you.
Should've
We'll
had
get
two
you all
steaks.
the tricks. We've run through
Should've had two
the
steaks, Joe.
years and years of drinking. We'll teach you how to save yourself a little
The
bit.
boys will learn you.
We'll teach you how to be 35 to 37 years old.
It'll add 10 years to your drinking life.
It's still tearing it.
It really will.
Whether you want it or not, there's a
Am
question.
I coming in a little hot, or is it? No, are we okay?
No, we're good.
No, you're
Okay,
good.
we're
You're good.
That's hilarious.
I mean, if we could lower Pat's mic volume a little bit, that'd be kind of good.
it's good to have the team
I'm
back.
having trouble controlling the volume of my voice.
Oh, man, that joke was so not funny.
You know what's great? The best part of this onesie is Chris found this out yesterday too, Danny, is the zipper on the bottom. You zip that up to use for the washroom.
I like the beer pockets on the sides.
But I do kind of miss having an actual pocket to put my hand in.
I'm not gonna lie, so do I.
Yeah.
And I
You
don't
got
like
some hair- you
these.
got some
I don't
hair.
think these zipper pockets up here are that deep. I don't like
No,
them.
you really, but thank God they're zipper because they know that you're gonna lose some
I
stuff.
wish there was a back pocket for the wallet or something.
Yeah, that'd be nice too. But you'd probably lose that. Somebody would
But
come
now,
in
but
and
now
be
it's like in my
get it up in that booty.
Now it's in my shorts. So I gotta look like I'm digging for gold every time I get my wallet out here.
That's true. That is true.
I thought you went commando.
Have to pay the.
That comes later,
tolls
Chris.
to-
It would if we only. I wish we had that friend who would totally go naked under this thing. There's nobody in this group that would.
I
ever
thought
do that.
Joe would for a hot
It'd
second.
be a little brisk under there. I'm not gonna lie. These are not as warm as I thought they'd be. They're not.
It's also like 50 degrees out and gorgeous.
Oh, it's
today.
so
The
beautiful.
I'm worried about
onesie
being
we
hot.
got. The onesies we got for Nashville were like 4 times as hot as these. That Batman thing.
That's
fair.
hot as
Yeah.
fuck.
That's
They were
fair.
better.
It was
Those
like
were like-
90 degrees that night too.
What was it? What were those things made out of? It's like a really warm
It
material.
was like wool. It felt like.
Yeah.
It almost.
It
It was.
Yeah.
It had to be like a cotton polyester kind of mix.
Yeah.
Just to bring everybody in.
Not breathable.
Our second trip to Nashville.
No, first, because the second one was just me, you, and Joe.
Okay, so our first trip to Nashville, we did Superman onesies as our costume.
No, we did.
We did
all different
superheroes.
ones.
I was
Superheroes.
Superman.
Yep.
You were
Sorry.
Deadpool.
That's what I meant. But
Joe was
The Flash.
The
and
Flash.
Pat was Batman. I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. And those things. And it was October. In October, it was 90 degrees that night, and the bar definitely didn't have any air
It
conditioning.
was so hot.
It was so hot.
And yeah, and that like somebody
We
clogged the
danced
toilet
in
on
the
the second
seventh-
floor,
So we had to go. Yeah.
and then they made everybody go downstairs to like clean it up, and then you had like 150 people in this basement bar just like
You know,
sweating.
that's an impressive shit to just fuck up the entire. Like you took out an entire dance floor. That is like.
It's a good move.
what Uncle Tom
was-
longs
Uncle
to
Tom
do.
was trying to do- was
Yeah,
trying to do
it's-
with the,
yeah,
wedding.
yeah.
You know, I mean,
I don't-
drinking. Fuck you. I'm tearing this place.
I
apart.
don't agree to this union. I'm gonna just tear it up.
You shit so bad, a dance floor had to be empty.
Was Uncle Tom there? Did we not know about
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Could have been.
I can see Joe Keneally doing that. I'm not gonna lie. I can see a Joe Keneally turd knocking that out.
Oh, god damn, Pat! A whole floor.
I believe in you, Joe. I believe in you.
That's some faith right there.
That's yeah.
We get Joe a cup. We get
That's
Joe.
some bullshit. Fuck this guy. That's what.
We get
that's
Joe.
what I
We
say.
get Joe. We get Joe a 30-pack of White Castle. He's tearing it apart.
Oh yeah. Well, who's eating White Castle anymore these days? I can't remember the last time I had a White Castle.
I can't either.
I remember it was on New Year's Eve. We got it one time, and I ate one
Pat-
bite of it.
yeah, Pat
and I
died.
felt my stomach did like a 180. Like literally thought it did a 180 in my body, and I'm like, I'm not eating any more of these. Maybe ever again. And I haven't had one since.
It's potential for tonight.
That sounds.
We have
that
to
sounds
think-
like that sounds like a challenge for the podcast.
Here's the thing,
A
me and
30
Chris did-
case.
Oh my god.
Me and Chris did. So we do have some challenges we could decide to do. Last year we did the 6-pack or the case race, which was 6 beers. We could do that again if we wanted. We should also do a hot ones actually on the screen.
Oh yeah, I still have the sauces.
Danny
Yeah.
seems like he's interested in
We could
that
also
one.
buy a new set of sauces.
You don't like spicy wings? Oh yeah,
Pat died at the end there.
Lauren. So we did
Too much milk. Too much milk.
Yeah, we did. When we did Potbellies or after Wednesday, Lauren got the Jarnera from Potbellies, and she didn't tell me. I took a bite of it, and I was like, "Oh, Daddy."
They like the spicy one there.
Oh my God! And she's just eating it like it's no thing. I'm like,
Jordan can run the gamut. It could be like nice and in it, or it could be like let your ass on fire.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chris was so like we were working late this week. Chris on Monday or Tuesday got hot dogs from what's it?
Pepsi got him from Jimmy's Red Hots. I think,
Jimmy's
or
Red
something.
Hot. A tremendous hot dog, but they had sport peppers in there. It's on Cicero.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And they have the sport pepper, and I love a sport pepper with a hot dog. This one was hot as
That's
balls.
another one. You're like,
They give you these like huge ass ones too. They're not tiny.
Yeah, that's a good hot dog
Those
place.
sport peppers are like sleepers too. Because
Yes.
sometimes you get one and it's just like, oh, a nice little
Perfect.
bite.
Yeah.
Other times,
Got like a little peppery
I
bite
find,
to
I
it.
find the
Yeah.
smaller ones
Yeah.
usually are the ones that kick your ass for some reason, not the bigger ones.
I don't know this one. I literally went from this is so great.
they just
to
put a
sweating.
habanero on. It's not even a sport pepper. They just put a habanero on his hot dog.
Put a chili
For
pepper.
fun.
Chili,
Yeah.
ghost pepper.
No, thank you. Yeah, I like
watch us
spice, but
fuck
not that
with
much.
this guy.
I like spice to the point where like it gives it an added like layer to it, but it doesn't make it you don't want to eat it.
Yeah.
That's
And,
fair.
Like sriracha. Like sometimes I used to like the sriracha mayonnaise at Subway. Some like it's hit or miss. Like sometimes you're like I can't even eat the sandwich, and then sometimes you're like this is nice.
Yeah.
This is nice. All right, boys. Patrick, welcome back. It's been 2 weeks.
We're so happy to have you back. Pat.
They
I can sense that, Joe.
yeah.
The fans ain't gonna be happy that you're back, but
So not last week. Last week's is still fluttering around 30 views, but the week before that it's 83 views.
the people let us know that they did not want Pat Lynch around.
Maybe they tuned in and expected to see me, and they're like, oh no, that's why it dropped off the next week.
No, probably not.
I think that's what happened. That's the story I'm going with. That's my spin zone right there.
There you go. Son of a gun. I did have a few things I wanted to shoot out. Oh,
How about Meatball Ronnie setting $1 million aside so that FSU can sue the college football playoff?
wow, really?
You didn't see that?
Wait, money.
So what- explain that.
where?
So Meatball Ronnie down in Florida.
Who the fuck is Meatball?
Ron DeSantis. That's
Oh,
hold on.
okay,
That's-
okay, okay.
That is Trump's
All right.
focus tested group approved.
Yes, he
name
paid
nickname.
for focus tested group.
Yes.
For
okay.
to get a nickname for Ron DeSantis, and it's Meatball Ron, and it's tremendous.
I've added the Ronnie part. I like
Tremendous.
Ronnie a little bit better.
What's up?
I prefer Ronnie than Meatball Ron. I'm
Okay,
calling
Meatball Ronnie. Meatball Ronnie. That's
I
fair.
like-
I'll go with you.
But
Doug.
so Meatball Ronnie, all these people are upset that FSU got kicked out of the college football playoff. It ended up being
Yeah.
Michigan,
Tejas.
Washington, then Tejas,
Texas.
and Alabama.
Okay. Very quick aside. You guys were literally talking about who's gonna make.
We on the last podcast because the Georgia had lost, and me and
Yeah.
Chris were like, "There's no way Georgia's out of the top 4."
Yeah, I didn't think Georgia would get booted out of the top 4.
and people are losing their shit because FSU did not get in the play. How is Georgia number 1 for 3 years in a row, gets 1 loss in 3 years, and they're knocked out? They're knocked out. They're farther behind FSU.
yeah.
Yeah, you got to beat Alabama, baby.
I don't bl-
And and then Alabama jumps up. And there was like Ohio was ahead of Alabama.
I don't understand how Texas gets in. I don't understand any of this.
I don't understand how Alabama was 9 before they
No,
played.
Alabama was 8.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
8.
But
before they played Georgia.
But then
They
beat-
look like
but
shit
they beat
all year.
But they beat number 1, man.
That doesn't jump you 7 spots.
I still don't think Texas should be in. I think you get Georgia at 3 and Alabama Alabama FSU. You can argue that one at 4. But anyway, Alabama's FSU's undefeated. They're 13-0. They're the first undefeated like Power 5, like one of the top conferences in college football teams to be booted from the playoffs with an undefeated record.
Michigan's also undefeated, still, right?
So how?
Yeah, Washington is too, but Alabama and Texas both have 1 loss,
Right.
and they jumped FSU to get in.
Is it just a room of guys who are having this exact conversation?
It's like
and
a-
no,
picking how the rankings go?
but it's also. But I think they do try to diversify it. I think they've had.
It's not
Susan,
it's not guys.
Susan
it's like a room
Rice
of people
or-
that are like in there.
do
Like
you think they don't want two? Do you think they want 2 SEC teams?
No, honestly, the reasoning that they came out and it states in there that they can do this is they have a 3rd string quarterback who is their number 1 is out, number 2 is out.
No, I meant for Georgia. Sorry. But
Oh,
That could have been it.
I don't know. All the hubbub was FSU. How is Georgia not a bigger issue?
I don't understand it either.
Sorry, I asked all these questions, but you were saying about Meatball Ronnie.
Meatball Ronnie.
Sorry.
No, it's a great question.
Yeah. So, but like Meatball Ronnie, all the people down in Florida are upset, and he's like, my 3 girls, 8, 6, and 4, are all FSU fans, and they're upset that FSU is in the college football playoff. So when we do our annual budget next month, I'm going to recommend that we put $1 million aside so that if FSU decides they want to sue the college football playoff, they have that money to sue them.
Government funds?
Yeah, government funds.
Taxpayer funding.
Yeah.
And taxpayer funding?
That
I would lose my shit. if that was-
Insane.
It blew my mind. I was like, this is college football playoff. Like, there's people that have been left. Like UCF a few years ago. They finished 12-0, and they were left off like in the big the championship game. That was before the playoff. and they were having a hubbub about
I
it.
was like saying the Cubs we're going to put up money for this so the Cubs so they can sue them for like a call that went badly or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just stupidity. So I have a couple things I want to jump in on that, but
Fucking Florida.
one thing I want to bring up with
it was the best article of the week that I saw.
thinking about in our neighborhood, in the ward that our parents are in, they got $500,000 to spend, and they have
discretionary funds,
and they're opening it up to the public to vote on what the money gets spent on. In my head, I'm thinking,
hookers and blow, baby.
Why would you not just, if we're forcing spending, we have $500,000. All the things that they said aren't like things that need to be done immediately.
No.
Yeah, if there's a huge project that needs to get done, like we need some new sewers, or maybe we need to get some of these lead pipes out. I get that.
But the problem is though, it's like
beautifying some parks.
But
are you kidding me?
I mean, with why they're doing that though is because with government budgeting, if they don't spend that money, the government will just cut it next year and they'll never get it back.
But yeah, but the issue I have is these projects.
Not saying it should be valid. I'm saying that's
that's true.
But
that's
I mean, if you look at these projects, it's like a beautification project, bike lanes. Like they want to put a turf field in at some school, and
which I'm okay with the field thing for the school.
Yeah, the field thing did make. I wouldn't. But if they chose that one,
forcing spending when we should.
But
reduce taxes.
There's just some of these ones are just dumb as all hell. Like they want to give pedestrian walkways or something. I'm like, what in the hell are we doing with this money? Let's fix the roads. I'm sick of driving down Pat Lynch's street with all these potholes on it. Or the right onto Foster was it freaking bump. Like you're losing tires. I mean, Grant, that's not the area that we're talking. Like this isn't the area, but in my parents' area, I'm sure there's roads that can be fixed.
Yeah.
I mean, Oak Park there over by Belmont, where they decided just to tear it up and put a random speed bump in for
a reverse speed bump.
Yeah, for a hot one.
Stupidity. But I was just thinking that when you said $1 million of taxpayer money for this. The other thing is focus testing. Meatball Ronnie, tremendous. I wish I might focus test some nicknames for Pat.
That's not a bad idea.
I would spend the money on that. But McDonald's, and thanks to Max, they paid a focus group to come up with an idea because they want to compete with Starbucks's. This with Starbucks, and they have. Well, I think it's called Cosmic, yeah. And it is
with an MC.
Yeah, it's a McDonald's that has a ton, a million different drinks, and then 3 or 4 sandwiches, 0 burgers.
You know what else it has though? It has a bunch of places that you can take pictures for your Instagram and stuff in it.
Oh, get out, really? That's interesting. I read a whole entire article. Yeah,
but they're trying because also here's the other thing: McDonald's is revamping their burgers because they're no longer quote unquote affordable because with inflation and stuff, you can't just get a $1 burger anymore. They know that they have to put up because they're charging a pretty.
So they figure out how to make them shitty and cheaper again, or are they actually going to make them more expensive?
They think they need to put them on more quality because again, McDonald's can't keep cost under a regular chain, like a burger place now, really.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's a poor. They got to go cheap. They need that's what you. When you go to McDonald's, you want a cheap meal because you know what it is.
Well, but I don't know if they can't because with higher wages, with everything that's going on, they have to raise prices.
But my point is,
they also
their
have
burgers
to
are not going to be competing with a high-end burger place.
No, but if you're giving a little bit more quality, is what they're trying to do.
I don't think they're trying to compete with high-end quality. I think they're just trying to.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking you're not getting an Auchevelle burger.
But I'm saying they're not.
They're
not going to be Steak and Shake reputation ever, right? You don't think?
I don't know. I don't think that because the reason why they opened this Cosmic place is because they want to compete with Starbucks
and they want to build sales. Their sales are starting to dip, and they need to figure out another way.
But the other thing is they can't at these McDonald's locations. They can't give that ingenuity in the drinks that Starbucks can. At these places,
Are you saying drinks like coffee drinks or
the coffee drinks coffee
lattes,
drinks or the refreshers.
You ever see the unicorn drink that Starbucks? I never tried it. I don't know what it tastes like, but it was this huge thing where these people are throwing money at Starbucks for these unicorn drinks.
But doesn't Starbucks every couple of years they're oh shit, we overexpanded and had to contract anyways too?
Which they're doing right now.
Yeah, but they're doing it where they open the one in Illinois here, and then they're opening only other ones are open. Bolingbrook. Okay. And the only other ones they're opening are opening 10 in Texas.
I wonder
and
how they chose Bolingbrook.
They chose somewhere in Illinois. That's
an interesting place, Bolingbrook.
But here's the other thing.
You're right with stoked.
I'm not. You're 100% right with the retracting. Starbucks their last quarter was shit. They just
they always do every couple years they expand, and then they contract.
Yeah.
And then expand, and then
well,
they
go over their skis, and then the guy who owns it, who started Starbucks, has to come in. He has to set everything right again. They get profitable again, and then he leaves. He steps back, and then they fuck it up again. Yeah,
I made it profitable again, baby.
Yeah,
Wow.
go look at. I forget his name, but he's written a couple books, and yeah.
That's crazy.
How I fixed Starbucks for the 4th time, guys.
I've been meaning to bring this story up. I don't know if I have. Maybe I did or didn't, but I don't think I have. But so Lauren's family had a Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving party on a Sunday. We had a great time, and
Did you have a great time, Peter?
I did have a great time. That's where I learned my love for broccoli casserole. Tremendous. And they have one of the family members is a detective for one of the suburbs, and he gets some pretty interesting videos that he gets sent his way from his department. And one of those videos, which you can also see a portion of it was online or was on a newscast. These 3 idiots stole a car and are flying, down, and cops are chasing them. And one cop is coming this way, and he's getting into this convenience store parking lot because he's going to try to come off over here, and because he knows they're coming this way. And it's a red light going, let's say, north to south, and they're going south. So east to west is green. A hearse is coming this way. These guys come in.
This is irony written all over it.
This guy comes this way, slams the back of the hearse, shoots the hearse. The casket comes out.
Oh, no, baby.
Flies open. No. You seeing this all on camera. Because it's the body camera, the police car. The casket goes down 2 blocks, flies down. Casket's wide open. It stops. There's an arm out.
Oh, Teddy, no.
Dudes going this way. Their car completely totaled. These 3, they call them jump rabbits or rabbits because they jumped out of the car and just ran. And then, dude, the worst part of it was the worst part was the casket. Second part was you see the funeral director driving the car. He gets whipped and like he almost, if he didn't have a seatbelt, he would have flown out of the window. Whoa. These 3 guys crashed the car, get out and run. No big deal. Just ran. Like, you and me would have been in shock.
They're out there in adrenaline, too. It's all
yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But
at some point, they're going to, like, collapse. Like.
That video was insane. Then there was another video. 2 gang cars drive past each other. And the one gang stops, notices that that's a gang car. 4 guys get out of the car. One has a fucking military assault rifle and just goes, and it's like in dark, so you see the flashes, and it's just he's just spraying the neighborhood. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, no qualms about who they hit. Don't give a shit about anybody. Just want to make sure that they get they get a chance to hit those people in the car.
Chris told me about in Bucktown. They did a protest because these idiots in politics decided to make armed robbery over less than 1,000.
No, it was a protest. They were having a community meeting about it.
It was pretty much a protest, though. But
it was pretty much a bitch session.
Yeah, because people are getting robbed all the time.
Yeah, because 59.
Up 59%.
Yeah, it's up 59%.
I saw that article too.
They were not happy
because and this isn't the real reason, but one of the reasons they think is because people are not getting felonies because anything over, and it's got to be over $1,000 now.
Isn't like an iPhone $1,000?
No, but that's what I said to Chris.
Yeah,
it's like, no, but
I'm assuming
any good lawyer would say, yeah.
I'm assuming that this, even though you paid $1,000 for it, it's used. It's not worth what.
Well, my credit cards have a limit of over $1,000.
That doesn't matter. They got to spend over $1,000 on your credit card.
So they're trying to push it back down to like $250, $500.
The guy was like, the one guy wanted the $250. The guy's like, I'll support it at $500. It's like, why can't we just make it $250? Then the other guy, the one community guy, was pretty hilarious. He's like, why don't we get drones out here?
Yeah,
and put tasers on them so they can tase them.
I just want drones with freaking lasers on their heads. All right.
That's where my head at. What? It's like, I just want some freaking drones with some freaking lasers on them.
I'm not gonna. It's.
I can just imagine walking around Bucktown and just getting laser tase. Yeah.
Also, who's manning these drones flying around?
Can I just say the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life? No offense to Sarah, was Sarah's face on that pillow.
Oh yeah, she got me that pillow like our first Christmas.
Lee hell.
Yep.
Just so you can remember it.
As shit. The dog loves it.
Does your eyes?
He sleeps on
You come home and it's
all
helping
the
it?
time.
Joe, do you sleep next to that pillow when she's not here?
I just lay it down right next to me.
Does she put the pillow up somewhere and the eyes just follow you around the room?
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
for sure.
Is that your butt pillow? Well, Pat's mom has a butt pillow for the car.
Oh,
She could always probably use a new one. Joe, just the same.
yeah, hey, there you go.
Might be, yeah.
Terrific.
Boys, these Coors Lights are. I was gonna say this. They're hitting a little different these days.
How so?
It just feels so good.
It just went down like
I
water.
see-
That's
I see
why.
what you're
It's
saying.
12:16 on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. I'm gonna have probably about 100 of these tonight.
Easily.
Easily. But they're still not sponsoring us. Look,
Some Coors Light guy is just like jackpot, man. The McGraws and Pat Lynch and Danny Hamilton and Joe Keneally. I'm gonna put about 3 Coors Light kids into college tonight.
Yeah, just. Do we get drinks for?
No.
Have we even told them we're doing TBOX? That's why we're dressed like this.
No, we haven't explained what we're doing today.
okay.
Oh, I thought we got something planned today.
Yeah.
You know, it's the best.
Well, your email
I
always
just, I
says,
just,
hey, we
woke- I just
discussed.
woke up and wore this. I'm like, this is a good day for a onesie.
Pierre's email always says, oh, we discussed our last week's plans and what we're doing tonight and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, maybe you wanted to describe what we're doing tonight.
Oh, I'm trying to keep that because I wanted to be able to. I try to give like a 1 or 2 sentence because like every podcast I've ever like watched or read or reviewed, they don't really go into overly detailed because no one reads it. So I'm like, all right, I'm trying to get them as quick as possible.
What of those little punch notes.
I was talking to a guy and what I'm going to do now is just go to ChatGPT and like write what the podcast was about and just have him summarize it.
Oh, nice.
Dude, it's so insane how easy that is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
it's terrific.
Chris gave me a 2-page like thing on a new tax, or not. It's not even a tax thing, but it's a business thing that people have to do. And Chris gave it to me, and I asked ChatGPT to summarize it for me in 2 paragraphs. Gave me 2 nice paragraphs, so the email will kind of give everybody the cliff notes, and then they can go to the big email.
Nice. Very nice.
Stepping up in the world, Danny baby. All about the technology on
Using
this
the
podcast.
AI to help us
What
out.
you yawning about? That should be a damn it.
This boring story that you're telling me.
Oh, okay, Pat. Feel free to jump in. Tell
Yeah,
us.
give us a
something.
story.
Give us a real barn burning story here.
I don't got one.
I want to be.
Why don't you tell us about that crap
way
ass
to
wedding you
come to
went
the
to last
podcast.
week?
Shut the fuck up, Pat, and stop judging.
Wait, so Pat did come to Carol's Pub last week.
I did.
We had a blast there.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were
He
at
was
a
there for
wedding.
30 minutes and then
But
we left
okay,
him.
so can we? I was
probably
not
30
overly
minutes.
impressed by South City Revival last week. They
I
are
was
back to
not either.
22nd. They started off hot, and then they were playing some weird ones. And I don't know if they were playing it for like.
People were like requesting it or what happened.
Yeah, it was making me sad.
Yep.
And then what we did Lottie's. There's a Snapchat of Chris talking to a lady. Lauren asked me about that lady.
I thought
Oh.
I was gonna the same question actually.
I know who that lady is.
No idea.
I'll tell you what it was. I was in Lottie's and I was doing something with I was either pointing or something, and that was the waitress, and she walked in and I was like stuck my hand out. She walked into it and I hit her in the head and I felt so bad. And the bouncer was like, "You gotta go," and I'm like, "What? I didn't. What?" I was like, "This was not intentional."
Wait,
like, it was-
really?
yeah, I didn't see her coming. Like I was either was like I was dancing or I was like pointing out something to somebody, and
Yeah.
she walked and I accidentally hit her, like not very hard or anything, but like hit her, and I'm like, "Oh shit, my bad." And the bar, like Pierre kind of joked, like the bouncer got up and Pierre's like, "Yeah, you should kick him out." And I'm like, "What the fuck did I do?" And she came back, and that's what she was coming back. She's like, I know you didn't do it intentionally. They're very overprotective of me." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just really sorry." Like that was
This story is extremely disappointing.
yeah, it was very disappointing, but like
You know what the best part is? Lauren's like, "Hey, Chris, in that video you sent me." I'm like, "I sent you a Snapchat."
yeah,
That clearly wasn't meant for you.
That was not meant for you.
I
And
said-
then I went and looked at my Snapchat top stories, and it was me and Brian belting out jams. I'm like, I'm gonna have to delete these. These are just a little too embarrassing.
those are the best. We sent Brian Snapchats when he was down in New Zealand of me and Peter in the back of a car lip syncing Fisher songs and Tiesto songs and everything. He's like, "I love this. I love
And
it."
Danny, we ended up at the Owl again. Me and Chris have sworn off the Owl for at least 1 weekend.
Yeah, I got
We've
him.
been at the Owl every single drinking day.
That they give you
For the last
such a
one.
huge stamp on your wrist.
Oh, and it's
You
It
wake
never
up-
goes away.
You wake up the next day and you basically
Yes.
have an armband on, like, and you're just like, what the hell?
Lauren's like, that tattoo would be pretty cute if you had like a wrist tattoo. And I'm like, there's no effing chance. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Then they couldn't stamp your wrist anymore if you had a wrist tattoo.
True. They stamp that
They'd
forehead.
use the
There's a
other
lot of
one.
real estate there.
Fingers, bam, right at that.
Ouch. Hey, Pat, why don't you do us a favor and go get some more beers?
No.
You're really bringing the podcast to.
Wait, where are we going? Oh, so the whole turnaround on this was the reason for the season is this will be the 30th year of the TBOX experience. Our third year in a row
It's got to be.
or fourth year?
I think we did T-Box before COVID.
We did it for COVID.
We did it for COVID.
didn't make COVID.
Yeah, you guys didn't make protocols. I got out of protocols. Brian Hamilton is the golden
sick.
child that
Yeah.
never makes it. That has never had to worry about the protocol.
So that year, so the year before was the best year, the best ending ever. Then it was COVID, and COVID was fun, but then we ate at Kincaid's and got sick.
And then then we got screwed over.
Yes.
Then we got screwed over by
Lottie's.
By Lottie's, where we asked for 3 vodka Sprites, and they gave us vodka and soda and tonic water.
And
That was awful. That was not good.
We all called it at that point.
There was a lady that stuck the finger in my mouth, and I'm like, that's not COVID approved at the time.
20 and then
God.
2020
I don't know if that's ever approved.
and then so 2022 was last year, which was a ball. Joe left. Joe left at the height of the party. We were giving Pat like so much
Oh my
shit
God,
to his
that's
coworkers.
right.
Like
You had to go to the wedding, and
Yeah.
it cost you like $160.
I took an Uber back
Yeah.
to come with you guys. Yes. Holy shit, I forgot about that. That was
Danny
such an
Hamilton
expensive
made a
trip.
special guest appearance later that night.
yes, he did. We have him in Snapchats.
Yeah.
Franklin. And the craziest part of that thing was Franklin went out till 6 a.m. that day, and he partied
Yeah.
with us all day.
The man, Franklin is a guy that
He is a machine when it
he's a
comes to
machine.
like going out. Yeah,
He goes all out.
Wow.
Isn't that insane?
I
We
would-
called it about I think 3. I remember thinking like we'll call it like 1, like we did the one time, and I remember that Sunday being like Jesus, Mother
Yeah.
Mary.
It was a rough one.
Good time.
That's the other thing we need to decide on for tonight is we always do like 6-ish. We need to figure out a place to eat. So
Oh, yeah.
think about it.
I've
think
heard
Chick-fil-A.
that Broken Barrel has good wings. We haven't tried that.
perfect.
I think it's Lincoln Park-ish area. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tried. We
We tried to go
it
there the one time, but there's no UFC fight. I don't think so.
So we might be
Okay.
able to get in.
Are there any big college games this week right now? I
The
think so.
only game that's on today is Army versus Navy.
So
No,
maybe-
all the games are off because they did the
So
championship
we might have
league.
a chance to-
Oh, we got to do FanDuel, Pat. We should probably do that on the way down.
Yeah, you guys should.
I don't have no idea where you got with us last
It
week.
was probably pretty bad.
Yeah.
Because I picked Nico Collins, and then for some reason drunk.
And we got Drake London, baby. Woo!
If it was Nico Collins, it would have been a much better week.
Yeah, it would have been.
Joseph, you know how it is. You know how it is. Sports.
Yeah, sports
Chris,
is
you got
crazy,
them tittle bitties,
man.
baby?
I do.
Let me.
Somebody's got to hold the button
I got
down.
the button. I got the button.
Oh, I could. Oh.
That's the wrong button, sir.
Poor Danny can't hear the beautifulness of the best song ever.
All right. The first one we have is 4 straight Lions games have gone over the total, and unders are 4-1.
You look so confused. You're like,
I read that wrong when I originally wrote it down. 4 straight Lions games have gone over the total. Unders are 4-1 in the Bears' last 5 games. It is 42.5 for the Lions and Bears, and I think you take the over on that one.
You know what? I made a ton of money on the Patriots Steelers game at 30, the lowest, one of the lowest in 10 years. And I was like, we're going over, baby.
The next
some good
one,
money.
the next one is unders are 5-0-1 in the Jets' last 6 games. 3 straight Texans games have gone under the total. The over/under is 32.5. I think you take the under in that one, especially with it being in New York.
looks like it's supposed to rain tomorrow as well.
Yeah,
Okay, so you got Bears, Detroit over.
I got
you got Texans, Jets under. I
And then-
might go double over. I'm not gonna lie to you.
that's fair, but I think the under. I think the under could play in that one. And then the last one is the Vikings are 6-0 outright and 4-1-1 against the spread as road favorites under their head coach. Minnesota is 3-point favorites against the Raiders.
And so you take the Vikings.
Yeah, you take the Vikings at
Vikings
over
with the
3.
points. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Bears, Detroit take the over. You've got Jets, Texans under.
And you take the Vikings to score more, to win by more than 3.
To cover the 3.
Covering 3. All right, Joseph. Chris, what do we need from Joe?
We need the Joe C. Lock of the century of the week.
I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens to beat the L.A. Rams.
You know what, Joe?
Oh.
I had a parlay last week, bud.
And your lock of the week of the
You're
century.
son of a bitchin', no goodin', Croc wearing, keeping these diamond rings on. Steeler pick screwed it up.
The Steelers really messed it up.
Really hurt my feelings. I just want to play this all day.
Yeah.
Let's get
And that was your Joe C. Lackless Century of the Week.
We got to figure out that button there.
We got
Because
to.
if we can
That's
fade it
right.
out a little bit, a little better.
Yeah, that's something you can work on this week.
I watched a little bit of a podcast, one of ours that gets no views, no subscribers. But it had this awesome opening to it, and I was like, I want to do that. And then I thought about it, I'm like, seems like it might be a lot of work. Like it was like, it's in some dude's like maybe like a cigar like humidor or like a library, and it's like this dude's like 92 years old, and there's two a little bit younger dudes, and it's like drunk talks with whatever. And I think honestly they were discussing the Middle East over a glass of whiskey, and I was like, that's probably stupid. But I did like the opening.
Nice.
So
Nice.
maybe we do something like a Full House type of opening to the podcast.
God. Just one of the intros where it's like,
Like one of those 90s sitcoms, like things.
We'll have Chris and Platt playing frisbee.
yeah.
We'll just pick a wall out there. We'll just pick a wall.
Hell yes, dude. All right,
You
so
got Joe,
should
you got
use
Joe
this
throwing a
pickleball.
frisbee and me catching it with my mouth.
Chris, we should use these as pickleball outfits.
it's not a bad move. Lauren did ask me when I was in here and I was showing off the company uniform. She's like, "Where are you ever going to use this again?" And I looked her dead in the eyes and I said,
Wedding day.
My wedding.
"When I get married, this is it, baby girl. This-
Everybody's gonna be wearing Coors Light onesies.
Everybody's coming down in course onesies. How great would that be? Or like think about the rehearsal dinner, like the rehearsal dinner. We all just walk down in these. My family, not her family. My family would be so embarrassed. It would be so.
You
good.
gotta get the dad one for walking down the aisle.
Hell yeah! Oh my god, so good.
I would love to see Michael in a Coors Light. Big Mike in a Coors
pocket
Light.
beers walking down.
Yeah.
I like it.
This is tremendous. I mean,
This has everything you want.
Yeah.
it's a great job.
I don't
Joe.
want anything more.
Way to go, Joe.
Way to go.
You did it, Joe.
This is it. You were the first to buy, and we all follow suit.
Dude, you threw it out there.
I did, and I got no response. Like everything I throw out, I usually get tempered responses. And Joe was like, "Bought and ready, baby. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's
go.
do it."
I don't want to.
All right, let me get you guys one. We gotta have one feel good story before we leave here.
You got to. You're coming up on 45 minutes.
That's perfect. And we can go eat, and then it's time.
To party.
It's time. Party.
Danny's looking. He's getting warmed up.
stretching,
over there.
he's stretching.
Jiggly. He's like, yeah.
He's working on those 12-ounce curls over there.
Let's see here, boys. How we doing? All right.
How we doing?
Does anybody? While you pull up a story, I'll ask you a question. Does anybody have any wants or dreams to occur at this tee box?
You did also have a question from last week that we should.
I want
talk about.
I want some girl
We
to
should maybe
call
do that
on
next
the
week.
onesie with Chris McGraw.
I have a question.
Remember you
Not
were
gonna
like you had something.
I want to see
you
Danny
thought-
like
you were
arm
hey, I have
wrestling
a
some
topic
dude
for-
at the
we
bar.
should-
Just like
you had
wild.
a topic for the podcast, and it was really good. It was like more of like a thinker question, and I forgot what it was.
You're going to have to go
I
back
can't
and look it
recall
up.
at the moment.
No, it was we were at the bar and we were talking, and you had said, "Oh, I meant to bring this up," and I was like, "Oh, that's great. That'd be great for the podcast." It was either like, "Do you have something maybe for what do you want for Christmas?" or like Christmas something. I think maybe it was around those.
Oh, it's jogging my memory. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll remember. I'll text it when I.
This is kind
remember.
of nice to hear. Violent crime and homicide falling across U.S. major cities, with Detroit on track for a 60-year low.
Yeah, because nobody's living in Detroit.
I kind of thought that too, but that's
And
nice to
Hey,
hear.
it
Silver
still counts,
linings,
Chris.
silver linings to everything.
Exciting clinical trials of new stem cell injection treatment showing promising for halting multiple sclerosis.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
The FDA just approved a CRISPR
I was just about to
treatment
say
for
this, yeah.
I forget what's
Sickle cell.
Yeah, sickle cell.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Those genetically born with it. Yeah.
CRISPR cell is going to be, or CRISPR is going to be a game changer. They think that CRISPR might allow you to like change colors, like you could be like green.
Ooh.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
genetically.
I like
you could-
that.
It's got the potential to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
You have a hidden potential that only travelers can unlock, and you hold the key.
Wait, what?
That's what this. I don't know why this. It says you have a hidden potential that only travel can unlock, and you hold the key.
Is this
Great.
an ad that
Oh,
you're reading?
all right.
Or is this
It could've
an
been.
article?
That definitely felt like an
we could
ad.
dive into that one. Shall we? You know what? We're going to dive into this real quick. Let's see what this is on.
Okay.
Soon,
boy.
you may be contemplating New Year's resolutions. And along with desires to read more, learn a language, stop smoking, find time to travel, stop masturbating, will be definitely on those people's minds.
Stop masturbating.
Whoa.
But all of those possible resolutions, travel is often the easiest to ignore or postpone. You have the key to stop that. All right?
Okay.
You can stop. You can stop.
I have the key to stop masturbating.
Stop
Nice.
not masturbating.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Okay, let me just give you two more. We'll get out of here.
That was such an odd tidbit of the great thing that
Yeah.
you listed out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop masturbating. Wait, what?
Oh, immunotherapy for hard to treat cancer just granted FDA fast tracking during promising clinical trial.
Nice.
Ooh, buddy.
Man visits shelter dog every day for 2 months to earn her trust before fostering her.
Oh, that's
Good man.
sweet.
Good
Yeah.
man. That's dedication right there.
That is.
Oh, this is pretty nice. Teen who sends silly socks for seniors launches Christmas drive to warm toes and hearts in nursing homes.
Nice.
All right, and last one. Eco-friendly tabletop furniture is being 3D printed in Milan from famous Italian food and drinks. I don't know really that. We should probably have to read that one too. I went and checked out Lauren's brother has a 3D printer, and he's printed out some really cool things. Like we've got like a record holder. Like he's done some floating shelves. He's done like this cool planter, and I'm like, this seems like this would be an awesome thing. Like let's like do an inventory. We could make like we'll just make a few of everything and then just try to sell and see what sells. And so that's what the dinner on Thursday was. And he told me to print out this little like vinyl record holder, it couldn't be like maybe more than a foot, and then like an inch back, 16 hours to print. And I was like, oh, well, that was a good plan. And for that reason,
Wow.
we're out. Yeah. So it would only take 7.
Yeah, it only takes 7 million years to print off like 20 of them. Nice.
Yeah, buy more printers, Peter.
Yep. Yeah. So on that beautiful note, boys, I hope you guys have drinking a lot of water.
No, none.
I hope you're ready because it's about to go wild.
I'm ready.
You ready, Chris?
Oh, I'm ready.
Well, get him out of here.
You hit the, you ring the bell. You subscribe.
Oh, yes. What am I doing? Also, what do you think the things on the side here are?
I think we're supposed to be like
Snowmen.
Oh, I
They're
see.
just
Oh,
stick
that makes more
figures.
sense. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do us a favor. Hit that like, subscribe, comment, shoot our buddy, our friend who's back.
Yeah, but you didn't email Joe, so you might as well just now start emailing
Pat
Pat.
again. Enjoy your weekend. Like our good friend says, there ain't no party like a pregame party. Be responsible. Drink them liquid IVs. Drink them BioSteels. A couple ibuprofen, baby.
Bye.